right, so shout out to Solid Rev. He called this months ago on the Solidcast, and we all were just like, yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Now we're here. Now, before I even start, no, I have no issue pretty much with this whatsoever when it comes to the female protagonist whatsoever. I do have a little bit of fear going into this though, because they're talking about, toning down things. But let's just go ahead and get into the report, man. So if you guys haven't heard already, this has been going around courtesy of Bloomberg. Now IGN's talking about it and pretty much everybody else, that GTA will indeed have its first ever female-led protagonist. She's going to be a Latina character. I don't think they said her name or whatnot, so I don't really know anything else of that nature. But they also said they're going with like a Bonnie and Clyde sort of story. So it's going to be 2 characters instead of 3 like we got with GTA 5. This is going to be cool, in the story aspect. I can see them pushing a lot of, really pushing the story. I thought GTA 5 story was really, really good, despite the GTA Online. I really hated GTA Online. So I do think they will deliver on everything else in terms of the single player aspect is concerned. However, now they're talking about avoiding some, offensive jokes. They're talking about toning things down in light of what's happening in the real world. Now, the reason why this is a thing, if you read the report from Bloomberg, Jason Schreier's report, that is, basically the company goes over how they changed since, everything. They've been going through a lot of changes to be more inclusive, not just with their developers, but just be more open and, be more welcoming, I guess you can say, to the situation of having more unionization with their employees. So they've been more, I guess you can say, chill, laid back than they were before. They were talking about how devs used to work 100 hours a week. You know what I mean? Now it's just more of a chill, laid back, and everybody's cool, everybody's good. And in spite, also looking back towards the game and looking at society, they talk about the George Floyd murder. They talk about the Black Lives Matter protests. They don't want to really go anywhere near that type of stuff that could either amplify or, affect or offend, that sort of situation. That's why they don't want to do this type of stuff. So that's why more than likely this game will avoid offensive jokes. That's why more than likely this game will not go down similar slopes that you guys seen with GTA 5. And on top of that, you might not even see as much graphic killing in terms of like how they do it with the characters. And again, if you guys remember at the beginning of GTA 5, what did Trevor do? He killed the dude from, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Lost, right? It's called some. It's one of those DLCs, but he like stomped the dude's head in record time, right? And he was a character that a lot of people liked, and I didn't play that one, so I can't really comment. But a lot of people liked that character, and he just killed them off immediately. You know what I mean? I don't expect to see that type of stuff in here at all. I do expect, because ironically they talked about not using women as sexual objects or seeing them as sexual objects in the world as well. So you might see that toned down as well. You won't see as many, walking around, prostitutes and whatnot, walking around the streets in Miami, because that's where the game is going to take place. So it's an interesting approach. It could very well be good for the franchise to a lot of people, but I do think that this is going to scare a lot of people away. And the reason why I think it's going to scare a lot of people away is because a lot of people want to be, like when they play GTA, they want to escape the real, reality of life. You know what I mean? They don't want to be like bunkered down by just the overall politics that we see in gaming as of late. No, these guys want to be more open and have more fun. So the fact that they are toning that down is very, it says a lot. It really, really does says a lot. According to Bloomberg, the actual code name for the project would be called Project Americas due to its original plan to include huge territories based on North and South America. So that's what's going on there. Like, again, I said before, the game will take place in Miami. They also said that the game will be updated with new missions and cities on a regular basis. So I don't know if that's related to the single player or if that's just related to the multiplayer. More likely that's for the multiplayer. If it is for the single player, then that would be another slippery slope, because I mean, God forbid we got to pay for missions, people. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're gonna go down that route. I doubt they go down that route, but at the same time, I wouldn't put it past them. Everybody, was buying shark cards, and a lot of people was like, "Oh, nobody's gonna buy those," and they bought those in droves and made Rockstar like trillions at this point when it came to just the GTA Online aspect. I do expect that obviously to be back in here on a bigger scale and whatnot, so that's going to be the thing too. And as far as the release date for this game, they're talking about April 2023 to March 2024. So that's between that time, you might hear something, you might see something related to GTA. I know the whole female-led protagonist thing has kind of already been going around, but a lot of people have been waiting for at least a trailer for this, and we have not seen it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I kind of just got to see the project before I actually start like commenting on it and say like, yo, it's affected all the way or whatnot. But I think it is worth noting that with the way they're talking about it in the actual report over there at Bloomberg and the way that Rockstar is now moving, you're going to see a lot of changes in terms of how they go about things. Now, in terms of storytelling, I think they're going to be fine. It's just how they present it to you. The presentation of the game is definitely going to change, and there's going to be a lot of things that's going to affect this franchise potentially, and also another franchise, because we talked about this before as well on Solidcast, and that was Red Dead 3, because you guys know Red Dead 3 is eventually going to happen, and I can actually see you guys playing as Sadie Adler at that point for Red Dead 3, as opposed to you playing as John's son. Interesting stuff, right? I see you guys discuss that in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Quick video update, and I will see you guys on the next one. You guys be blessed. Y'all be easy. I'm out. Deuces.